In this video, I'll walk you through using Zoho CRM's mail merge feature to automate document creation and send documents for signature like a pro. Now, I'm Drew Brockbank. I've implemented Zoho for over 141 organizations, and I'm the owner of Brockbank Consulting and a lead Zoho partner. If you'd like help with Zoho, book a free consultation. Okay, so what is the mail merge feature inside of Zoho CRM? Well, the mail merge feature is your way of automatically creating documents inside of Zoho. So I'm in the CRM, and let's just say that I have just closed Casey's General Stores and they said, hey, we need you to sign an NDA. Well, what would I do? I can go into their record. I can go to the three dots at the top right. I can hit mail merge. We're going to see an option for NDA. I'm going to click on that and hit merge. Now we're going to see the merge template in what's called Zoho Writer. And Zoho Writer is Zoho's version of Word. So you can see here that this is the non-disclosure agreement. And we've got a couple things going on here. So we got the general text of the agreement, and then we have here a merge field. Okay. What we're saying here is, hey, in the accounts module in Zoho CRM, we want the account name to get merged. This is just an example. We've got the same merge tag here for account name. We've even got deals contact name, and then we've got the deal owner. Okay. We've got a couple things going on here. How we can merge the information is going to run merge, hitting run merge. You can see that it's now creating. So we're looking at the template. It's actually going to create a new document based off the merge. Okay. So if we wanted to, we could make changes to this template and hit update template, and that would modify the mail merge template there. Now we got the NDA. So you can see the difference between these two is we've got accounts and .account name. And then here we've got Casey's General Store. So you can see here that the information is merged over correctly. Casey's General Store, Casey's General Store. We don't have the name appear here because we don't have the contact name here inside of Zoho CRM. If we did, it would have pulled over. Okay. Now from here, we can go over to compose, distribute, upload to sign services, and sign. Now you'll notice something here. At the bottom of this document, we have signature and sign date. This is what you'd refer to as sign fields or merge fields for Zoho Sign. And essentially, we're just telling Zoho Sign that, hey, once we upload this to Zoho Sign, this should become a signature. This should become a sign date field. Well, let's just see it here. We're going to upload over to Zoho Sign. We're going to give this a second. It's going to pop us over into the Zoho Sign interface. It just takes a minute. We're going to click on next here. And then we'll just put test@gmail.com. This is who we would want to actually send this over to. And then we'll do test123@gmail.com. Okay, so you'd actually replace this with yourself and your client so that you could both receive an email from Zoho Sign saying, hey, go ahead and complete this. By the way, you don't have to use Zoho Sign in order to use mail merge. I just want to show you the full capability here. At the very bottom, you're going to notice there's a signature and sign date field, signature and sign date. These are required. So once I send this, it's going to be required that both recipients fill out both signature and sign date. Okay, we're not going to send this out because it is a test email that we're using as demonstration. Let's go back into this record. There is a quicker way to do this. I just showed you the scenic route. The benefit of what I just showed you is at any point here, you can actually modify the template if you need to. You can also modify the document after the merge. That's the key thing. You can modify the document after the merge. So a lot of people, when they're creating an agreement, they also want to share this with other people and modify the document because there's more negotiation, there's more back and forth. So I recommend this way because it's more flexible, but if you want to, you can also go here. You can hit send with Zoho Sign. You got to make sure you have the Zoho Sign, Zoho CRM integration set up properly. Once you click on this, it's going to take you to the extension interface where you can go to use template. You can go to Zoho Sign templates, click on mutual NDA, and then add. And now what's happening is we're running the merge so that information from Casey's General Store's records are being added to the document here. So that has happened. One of the things that you don't get here that I think makes people a little hesitant to use this is you don't get the same preview of the document before you send it out for signature, right? So it just says, hey, it's been merged. But then you're like, well, how did it merge? Did it merge the way I needed it to? Do I need to change anything? I want to do a final review. So you don't get that through here, but if you know it's going to be the same thing every time, you don't really have to worry about it. Then you can add the recipients here. Okay. So we could do email, and then we could put test@gmail.com, and then we can add additional recipients if we want to, and then we can go through these settings and then just hit quick send. Okay, so that's another way that you can use the mail merge feature inside of Zoho CRM. How do you set up a document for mail merge inside of Zoho CRM? Well, inside of Zoho CRM, you'll notice there's a cogwheel at the top right. Go ahead and click on that. Now, this is if you're in the Zoho One interface, one.zoho.com, which is a bundle offering from Zoho for over 40 Zoho applications. But maybe you're in the Zoho CRM standalone application, which is crm.zoho.com, and you'll find that the setup or gear icon is at the bottom left. So go ahead and click on that. You'll notice the setup sections appear on the left. And from here, we want to search for mail merge. Now, if you're not seeing that, make sure to go over to the templates section somewhere on your screen, click on templates, and then from templates, you'll go to mail merge. Now, you may already have a document on your device that you want to bring into Zoho CRM for the mail merge. Okay. In that case, you can click on this icon right here, which is the import section or the import option. Make sure to select the template that you want to use, then add a template name, and then you can choose that file from your device, .zdoc, .doc, .docx, .pdf. It just can't be over 10 megabytes, and you're good to bring that into the system. Okay, so then you'll click on, well, we're not going to import, so we're actually going to create this from scratch just to show you from start to finish how this all works. So I'm going to click on new template here, and I'm going to select the deals module, and we're going to do an NDA demonstration. The reason that I'm selecting deals, by the way, is deals represent an opportunity to do business with someone. So when you close a deal, typically the event that happens for you to know that the deal was closed is an agreement is signed, right? You send out a proposal, they sign that proposal or the contract, whatever you sent out. So that's why we're using the opportunities. Now, this is just a demonstration, meaning you don't have to use the mail merge feature just for agreements. You can use it for any document that you want to automatically create inside of Zoho, okay? We're using NDA as the demonstration for this video, but you can use anything you want. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and create this NDA demonstration. Now, I don't want to create the text from scratch, so I'm going to copy it over from the NDA agreement that I already have, and then I'm going to paste it over, okay? So we've got non-disclosure agreement, and you'll notice that there's already a merge tag here, which would be great, but it isn't working. I know it's not working because when I hover my cursor over the text, it's not highlighting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove it. I'm going to go over to manage fields, main fields. Then I'm going to go over to account name. And then once I click this, it's showing up with small text. It's kind of funny. I'm going to highlight this, and then we can go over to 4.5. Let's do 12. And then now when I hover over, you'll notice that it's highlighting the text. So I know that this is an active merge field now, okay? It's bringing over the account name from the deals module. I'm going to show you this as well, just in the record, what this is looking like in the deals module. It's saying, hey, what is the name of this record? It's Casey's General Stores New, okay? And then we're selecting from this record the account name, which is Casey's General Stores. So that is what we're working on in this agreement, is bringing over information from the record, or not even directly from this record, right? Because technically the account name is a separate record from the deal, right? The account is the organization. The deal is the opportunity with that organization, because potentially I could do multiple deals with one organization over a period of time, okay? That's kind of what's being said here. So inside of this document, we're saying from the deal, we want to go into the account, grab the name, and then we want to merge that information here. If we wanted to go even further down the rabbit hole and what we could grab for information on the account, we could look at it here. But for now, we're going to go to the bottom, and we're going to notice you'll notice that there are some other merge fields here, namely deal owner and contact name, account name. So we're going to replace a couple of these. We're just going to go here. We're going to search for deal owner. Okay. Now you know that that's working because it's highlighted. When I hover over, it's highlighting. Then we're going to go over to accounts, do account name again. Perfect. Yeah, we love that 4.5 font. That's perfect. That's super readable. We've got the name here, and we'll do contact name. Okay, so now we've got these active fields that will merge over. So that's how you know those are working. Now, you may be in a different situation, right? You may have a document that you just sent out to someone that you're like, now I want to bring this into mail merge. You can import that in. I find it helpful if someone highlights different sections that they want to merge information into before they bring it into the system, okay? So that's a good way to prepare a document before you bring it in for this step, which is adding merge fields. You can get way crazier with this. You can use the subform section in manage fields. And then just so you know, we're in the automate tab, right? So you go to the automate tab, then you got the main fields, which we were just messing with. You also have subforms, okay? So you can go into the related lists, which is if we go to a record, what it's referring to is related lists here, right? So we've got related information to this record, and that is what's being referenced in this section, quotes. Okay, so quotes are related records in the same way that we see quotes here in this related list. Okay, so if we had like 5 quotes associated to Casey's General Stores, then we would be able to merge that information into this NDA. Now, why would we do that for an NDA? I don't think we would, but if you want to insert a repeat region, that will allow you to add multiple rows of merged information into the mail merge template. Okay, so just know that that is a capability here. You can see a bunch of related lists or related records that we're able to bring into this document if we want to do sales orders, products, etc. We've got advanced merge fields here for conditions, formulas, repeats, and charts, but we're not going to use those for now. That's kind of out of scope for this video. We're going to keep it pretty simple. Okay, another thing here is these signature fields. Now, the documentation is kind of buried for this, but this is the correct way of formatting the Zoho Sign fields, okay? So these will become fields inside of Zoho Sign for the signature, requiring a signature. That's what the asterisk is for. And then for the date as well will be required. Okay, so now we have prepared this document for merge. Okay, if we wanted to pretty this up, we can do some formatting. There's a lot more we can do in here for design if we wanted to pretty all this up. I'm not going to do any of that in this video. I just want to show you how to prepare a document for mail merge so that you can automatically create it inside of Zoho CRM. So I've showed you the basics of how to merge information over. And what we're going to do now is we're going to click on done and we're going to close this tab. Now, the next thing I want you to do, if you're going to send a document out for signature, you got a couple options. So Zoho Sign will need to be used. Maybe you're on DocuSign. That actually will work as well. I'll show you where that comes into play. But I recommend that you use Zoho Sign. If you're already using Zoho CRM, why not get Zoho Sign? If I could make a further recommendation for you, if you're just using Zoho CRM and you don't have access to Zoho Sign, get Zoho One. If you're a small organization, it's a steal of a deal. Zoho Sign is included. You can check out the pricing. I'll have a link in the description below so that you can check out Zoho One, but that will give you more than enough applications to run your business, and it's extremely cost effective. It's not very expensive, so it's a great deal. Now, once you get Zoho One, you'll have access to Zoho Sign. You can also just cherry pick and get Zoho CRM and Zoho Sign as standalone applications and then integrate them together. But I'm going to show you inside of the system how this will all work. So if you go back to settings, the bottom left, if you're in the Zoho CRM standalone app, we're going to go to, they actually changed this up. So we're going to go over to Marketplace. And then from Marketplace, we're going to go into Zoho, the integration section. And then you will notice there is a Zoho Sign integration out of the box that we can tie together. If we go to manage, you can see that I already have mine integrated. If you have not integrated those yet, you will not see this information. You'll see an option to begin the integration. It takes 2 seconds to set up. But once you set up the Zoho integration, you're ready for the next part, okay? Which is I want to go to a deal now. And inside of the deal, I want to generate this agreement, okay? So you can refer back to the demonstration earlier in this video, but I want to show you really quickly now that we've set up our document, how it's all going to tie together. So I'm going to go into Casey's General Stores. I'm going to go over to the three dots at the top right, and I'm going to click on Mail Merge. Now, because I've set up the Zoho Sign integration, I'm also seeing this button here, Send with Zoho Sign. Now, you can use both this button and this Mail Merge feature to generate that document automatically. The advantage of Mail Merge is I can preview the document after the merge, and I can take out sections if I want to, so I can modify the document. With Zoho Sign, it's very strict, okay? However the document is in the background, you're not even gonna see a preview of it. It's just gonna merge over, and you send it out for signature. So we're gonna use Mail Merge because this video is about the Mail Merge feature. You can see NDA demonstration is the one that's pre-selected because it's my most recently created template. Now, I can sift through the different templates if I want to choose another one, but we're going to choose this one because we just created it, and we're going to hit merge. Once we go over to merge, you're going to see the template first. This can be a bit confusing, but this is the best way to do it. Got the template first, and then it's going to give me the option right here to run the merge. Now, I actually like this because sometimes I like to change the template when I read through it. I'm like, I actually want to change this section. Like my client made a request to change that. It really doesn't need to be in there. I like to do that and then make the changes and then update template. From here, you can hit run merge. It's pulling information from Zoho CRM and it's adding it to the merge doc. It's going to open a new tab for us in just a second. Here we go. And you'll notice Casey's General Store has been merged in, right? So where it says deals account name, now it says Casey's General Stores. You can see also here, it's merged my information in Drew Brockbank. The name didn't merge in because in Casey's General Stores, we don't actually have a contact name, but if we did, it would have merged over. Okay, so this worked perfectly, merged information. So this is the big thing, is this video is about showing you how to automatically generate documents. But if you want to take it a step further, you can go to compose and then go to distribute. Okay, you can also share this document with different stakeholders if you want to, so that they can view the document before they sign and they can make requests. You can actually collaborate on this document, right? So you can do edit and comment. So if you want people to be able to go through this and not even just edit and comment, if you just want them to view and comment, then they can highlight different sections and say, hey, take this out and we'll sign it. And you can have your negotiation back and forth. But you can go to distribute, and then you can upload to Zoho Sign, Adobe Sign, DocuSign, or Sign Easy. Okay, so you have different options here. I recommend Zoho Sign. That one works best because it's within the Zoho ecosystem, but you can use Adobe Sign, DocuSign, Sign Easy as well, which is great. So if you already have DocuSign, you don't want to move away from it. Most people, I will say, if they have Adobe Sign, DocuSign, most of them have DocuSign or Sign Easy, they move over, they migrate to Zoho Sign because why pay for two applications that do the same thing? Doesn't make any sense. So most people are like, oh, Zoho has Zoho Sign. Why use DocuSign? I'll click on sign here. We're going to upload and push over. And this seems like a lot of steps, but I feel that most clients that I've trained get used to it very, very quickly. Okay, I noticed that they pick it up very, very quickly. I'm going to show you one more thing you can do to solidify this so that there's not a lot of guesswork in how to do this. So we're going to do test@gmail.com. Test, and we're going to do test 1, 2, 3. Perfect. And then once we continue, see at the bottom, the signature or the Zoho Sign fields have merged over as well. So we got sign date, signature. Those are required. So when I send it out, it will be required for them to have the signature, sign date, signature, sign date. They can't just review and then approve the document. They actually have to sign it. Okay. So I'm going to go back now. We're not actually going to send that out to demonstration emails because these aren't real emails. But now you get the idea of how to prepare a document for mail merge, how to actually merge the document inside of a record, and then how to send it out for signature if it is an agreement that needs a signature. Okay, so from here, what I'm going to show you how to do as well is use Zoho Learn to actually train your team. So Zoho Learn is another application for a learning management system. The reason I bring this up is I feel like I'd be doing you a disservice if I didn't mention how I help my clients train their team on autopilot with things such as using mail merge. So I have a space here for SOPs, and you'll notice in SOPs, I have how to create an SOP, how to log time, This is a demonstration instance of Zoho Learn. Ours has quite a few more SOPs, but this is just to give you an idea of what this does. So if I were you and you have a team of people who need to use the mail merge, I would create something like how to create and send proposals. And then in that SOP, I would have a list of items showing them exactly what to do. And you may be thinking, that's a lot of work. Well, don't create this at all. All you need to do is record yourself doing the mail merge flow that I just showed you. Or you can send them a video of me doing the mail merge flow. Send it to someone on your team that you trust and say, hey, use this how to create an SOP to create a how to create and send proposals standard operating procedure. That way, everyone on the team understands exactly how to send out proposals, agreements, whatever document you're trying to generate automatically. Everyone will know how to do it. And this is the best way to scale your training. Okay, so a little plug there for Zoho Learn, but I genuinely feel like I would do you a disservice if I didn't show you how to do this. So if you're automating things inside of Zoho CRM, you might as well train everyone on how to do it. It doesn't have to be every single little step, but 20% of the steps that give people 80% of the understanding of how to do a procedure. Okay, so you'll notice I have a video here. I just used Loom. So I sent this over to my assistant and they created the SOP for me. I didn't even have to create the SOP. But now everyone on my team knows how to create and send proposals because we have an SOP on it. Okay, so with that, that is how you can use the Zoho CRM mail merge feature to automatically create documents and send them for signature. How do you use the Zoho CRM mail merge feature from a mobile device? I've got my phone here, so I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. If you are on a Apple device, you can search for Zoho CRM in the App Store. That would be the Play Store. If you're on an Android device, you can see I already have Zoho CRM downloaded to my device. Go ahead and do that as well. And as an option or an optional thing that you can do is get Zoho Sign as well. I'm going to show you why it's helpful in just a moment. You don't have to do that, but it's nice to have as well. Okay, so once you get into Zoho CRM, go to the list of records, find the record that you want to do the mail merge in, and then you can go to the three dots at the bottom right. You can go over to custom buttons, send with Zoho Sign. From here, it's going to have you sign in. If you have already signed in, it's going to take you to the extension interface, which is semi-optimized for mobile, but it works, and that's what's important, right? So we're going to go to Zoho Sign templates. We're going to go over to mutual NDA. We're going to add that, and you'll notice that the merge has been completed. So now we're going to email. We're going to do test@gmail.com. We could put test here if we wanted to as well. And then from here, we could select days to complete, valid agreement. We're not going to do any of that. We're just going to do quick send. So we're going to give this a second to send out. You'll notice it says, great, it's been successfully sent to recipients. Now, if I go to the Zoho Sign application, you'll notice here's the mutual non-disclosure agreement. This one was sent to Drew at Gmail, but the other one will load in here pretty soon. And the nice thing that you can do here from the mobile application, you go to more details. You can see it's in progress. You can see where the sign fields are. And then you can actually complete this document right from the Zoho Sign application. You can check on the progress of everything you've sent out right here, which just makes your life so much easier. And then here's the one that we were in, Drew at Gmail. Here's the test one that we had just sent out. So you can see now that it's been completed successfully. I've done that all from my phone. So if you want to use the Zoho CRM mail merge feature inside of your mobile device to send out, to create a document automatically using mail merge and then collect a signature, that's how you can do it.